In October 2018, Terence Lewis was convicted of murdering 29-year-old Johnny Washington in a drive-by shooting. Prosecutors say Terence Lewis was driving the car. 9 months before his conviction, Lewis was transported to the Monroe County Jail from a federal prison in Pennsylvania, where he was serving time for a federal drug conviction.
In 2018, we inadvertently transferred a prisoner back to federal custody while he was awaiting a murder trial here in Rochester, which violated a law we weren't familiar with, the Interstate Agreement on Detainers.
Look at the screen in front of you. This man, a convicted killer, is freed on a technicality. The man was convicted, it's right there in front of you, in 2015, and he has been freed by a judge because they sent him to the wrong prison. Now, when I look at the Vibes Cartel case, enough times I said Vibes Cartel is gonna stay in prison, cause I was looking at the voice notes and stuff like that. But apparently the judges in the Vibes Cartel case is looking at the jury corruption issue, and that deals with his constitutional right to a fair trial. Now, if England is anything like America, you best believe Vibes Cartel is going to walk. Listen to this.
It's a federal law that says we're not allowed to transport prisoners back across state lines.
Attorney Jacob Ark, who is not affiliated with this case, explains the purpose of the IAD law is to safeguard a defendant's constitutional rights.
The charges and the severity of them aren't considered in this, so it's purely just a speedy trial issue and effectively an efficiency issue for the defendant to have a speedy trial pursuant to his constitutional rights.
In a written decision, Judge Stephen Miller stated the Monroe County Jail, quote, unilaterally decided to send Lewis back to Pennsylvania due to jail population and timing. The sheriff's office says it has taken several corrective measures to ensure this does not happen again.
An obscure law, we did violate it, but the repercussions are just incredible. You know, to toss out a murder charge without any chance to retry someone is not the principles of justice that we're looking for.
Like I said earlier, these judges in the Privy Council, it seems like out of everything, they are most annoyed with the fact that there was jury tampering. Now that I see this, and you know me, me's always a man I talk about constitutional, anybody who listen to Countryman. And it is very important to me that the government protect and uphold citizens' constitutional right, because throughout our history in Jamaica, that's all we have seen. A violation of constitutional rights. Now, I feel like the Privy Council is necessary in Jamaican justice system, because if we go to like the Caribbean Court of Justice, out there is gonna be mad corruption and mad influence. You understand? With the Caribbean Court of Justice, I do not like it. I rather the white man them put this life on TV and deal with it, because them people here, their society is structured different from ours when it comes to constitutional rights and people rights, and everybody knows that on the planet. No, I am not lying. So Vibes Cartel, he stood a better chance of getting his charge thrown out. Now this young man here, they sent him to the wrong prison. They sent him to a federal prison, and there is a law in the books stating that he's doing time, why send him to a federal prison? And they violated the law, and the judge didn't like that. Even the sheriff at the jail is saying, you know, this is a really big repercussions, and that's how the law should work. So, Vibes Cartel case is a good case for Jamaica, a good case for the world, a good case for the courts that in the Caribbean who is still underneath the Privy Council. I think we should stick with the Privy Council, you understand, and do not go to the Caribbean Courts of Justice, because the Caribbean Courts of Justice, that shit right there is mad corrupt with these corrupted Caribbean fucking judges from wherever the fuck them come from, yo. Bomba clot. So make the white man them deal with it, yo. You understand? And that's the way I feel. You see, if this was a different court, we wouldn't hear all the stuff that played out. But the judge them is dealing with constitutional rights, and I think this was a good move for Vibes Cartel. So, yo, we're gonna keep our fingers crossed and our ears open, because what happened to this man can happen to Vibes Cartel. Listen, let me know what you think about this video. My name is Countryman. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on another video. I'm out.